Alright, so this is number 8. So, again, you first have to solve for your variable. Which variable are you going to choose to solve for? Is it going to be x in the top, y in the top, x in the bottom, or y in the bottom? You need to remember, you want to solve for the variable that, if possible, that has no number in front of it, so no coefficient, and that's already positive. Alright? So we're going to be solving for this x right here, the x in the bottom. Okay? So that means I'm going to keep x and get rid of everything else. So I'm not going to rewrite this, but you're going to just add 2y to both sides, right? So it cancels on this side. You bring down what's left over. On that side is just x. Equals, remember these are not like terms, so you cannot combine them. You need to just write them right next to each other. So it's 2y is positive plus 11, because your 11 is also positive, right? So now we have x solved for something, right? It's on one side by itself. So this is what we're going to substitute in for x in our other equation. So remember, substitute it into the one that you haven't used. So now when I'm rewriting this top equation, I'm rewriting it, but instead of writing x, I'm going to write 2y plus 11. So 2y plus 11 in parentheses so that you know that's what's substituted in. And now finish rewriting everything else. So minus 2y equals negative 13. Alright? So now we need to solve for y. So I'm going to take this negative 7, remember it's negative, and distribute. Okay? So negative 7 times 2y is negative 14y. And then negative 7 times positive 11 is going to be negative 77 minus 2y, I'm rewriting everything else, equals negative 13. So I just rewrote all this because we didn't touch it. Okay? So now I need to combine my like terms. So my like terms are both the terms with the y. So this negative 14 and this negative 2. So make sure you know this is negative, so is this. So they're both negative, so when I combine them, it's going to be negative 16y, and then rewrite everything you didn't use. So you didn't use this negative 77, and then you didn't use this equals negative 13. Okay? So now I only have one y, so now I'm trying to get rid of everything but y. So I'm going to get rid of this negative 77 by doing the opposite. So adding 77 to both sides. It cancels. What I have left is negative 16y equals, what's negative 13 plus 77? Should be positive 64. Now I need to get rid of this negative 16. That's with my y. So again, this is multiplication, right? Remember that the 16 is negative, so you should also be divided by negative 16. So it cancels. Y equals, so 64 divided by negative 16 is going to be negative 4, right? So now you know what y is. And now you're going to substitute that in for y in the equation that you solve for. Okay? Remember, the equation you solve for makes your life easier. So now when I'm rewriting this, x equals 2. I'm not rewriting y now because I know that y is negative 4 times negative 4 and then plus 11. So 2 times negative 4 is negative 8 plus 11. Don't forget your x equals. So x equals, what's negative 8 plus 11? Positive 3. And then put it in parentheses. So your x comes first, so you should have 3, comma, then your y, negative 4, and that's your answer.